Hi, good evening, and a warm welcome to all the participants in today's webinar. We'll wait for a couple of minutes to allow everyone to join in and settle down, and then we'll get started. Allow me a few seconds to check on the live stream because I believe all of you would want to have the recording of today's webinar. And for that, it is important and essential that the live stream works fine. So just allow me a couple of seconds to check on that. Perfect. It is working fine. So you all will get the recording of today's webinar. We are going to email it to you on the email ID that you have used to join today's session. And I will also share the link in case you want it immediately. So I'll also share the link of the recording of the webinar. In fact, there are a number of tools that I'm going to recommend to you. So I will also share their links. In fact, I will also share today's presentation. So you'll get all the information. So don't get stressed or don't get worried that will I get the links of the tools that Adnan has recommended. You'll get everything, right? So don't worry on that. A quick tip about how we are going to interact in today's session because unlike a Zoom meeting, you don't have an option to unmute yourself, sorry for the fumble. You don't have an option to unmute yourself and ask the question. So how are you going to ask your question? So for that, we are going to use a tool called Q&A. So if you look down below, if you are joining through a laptop or desktop, that's where you will find a tool where you see a question mark. So that is the question answer tool. So you should use that to ask your questions, and I will keep that open on the other monitor. So if there's a question, then I can review that. And if I am able to cover that in my explanation, I will do that. And if that's not possible, we'll cover that towards the end of the session. We also have the chat option. I will encourage you that you should use the chat option for interacting and networking with other business owners who are joining us here today. God knows you may be able to find a buyer or supplier in this session, right? So use this opportunity. And I can already see one of the participants, Mr. Bipin, has already shared his detail, and he has done it quite wonderfully. He has shared the name of his organization, his own name, email, contact details, and the link of his website. Mr. Bipin, one suggestion, also include the products you offer or the services that you provide so that anyone who's reading this information, they get a better clarity about your business and your offering. All right, coming back to the discussion and why all of you are here. So let's begin. Let's get started. All right, so I am going to start sharing my screen. And then we will begin. Already there is some action happening in the chat. Nice to see that. All right, perfect. So let me start sharing my screen. And typically when I am sharing my screen or starting to share my screen, that's where I give my introduction, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to share that along with the presentation itself. I've added a slide this time about myself. All right, so let's get started. My laptop somehow is acting up today. It has become a little slow, so please bear with me on that. And here I have started the screen share. In next few seconds, you should be able to see my screen. And I will really appreciate if a few of the participants or someone from the participant can confirm, from the audience can confirm that you're able to see my screen. Just type in yes in the chat and I'll know that the screen is visible. All right, perfect. I can see there are a number of participants who are confirming that you are able to see the screen. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. I can't thank individually, but thank you all of you for helping me and knowing that you are able to see the screen. Perfect. Let's begin. Let's get started. We have a lot of good discussion, interesting discussion that we have to do. There's a small disclaimer that I would want to share firstly, and I'm not going to read what is written on the screen, but the recommendation that we are sharing with you, they are based on our experience and research as well as interaction with other users who are using these tools. So there may be a scenario that there is a better tool available. Absolutely, there may be that scenario, and we are not saying that these are the best tools. There can be a better tool available, but these are based on our experience, and none of the tools have sponsored this webinar. So that was a quick disclaimer I thought of sharing. This is a brief introduction about myself. My name is Adnan. I'm Director SME E-commerce Growth at GlobalLinker. My functional or focus area at GlobalLinker is digital commerce, but I also actively conduct a lot of training sessions and webinars. And I had the wonderful opportunity of conducting more than 500 such sessions and connecting and interacting with more than 12,000 businesses in various countries, or sharing a little bit of knowledge. So that's a quick introduction about myself. I am also going to share my contact details with you. So if any one of you would like to connect with me in person, or you would like to get your online store reviewed, I can share suggestions, feedbacks on how you can improve it and how you can take it to the next level. So we can certainly connect on that. And all of you are welcome to connect with me in person. I'm going to share my contact details with you. So let's get started. Now, you must be thinking, and especially the participants who have attended my previous webinars, you must be thinking like I'm going a little fast because there is a lot that we have to cover today. So broadly, what I've done is to structure our discussion, because I reviewed the recording of my previous webinar, which I'd done on the same topic, and that's where I felt that it was a little unstructured. What I meant was, obviously there was important information that I shared, but because there were different topics that we discussed, and we were literally going here and there, right? So at one point we were discussing about uh, content, and then there was entirely different topics. So this time what I've done is I've tried to structure it so that we have a little better understanding. So these are the broader topics about which we are going to have the discussion, and I've deliberately kept online store as the first topic. Obviously, it is of great value to me, and I have great love for that. So that's why it is the first topic, but we'll go through all of them. And there are a few AI tools, the paid ones as well, which I'm going to share or suggest to you. And I will also share with you how you can use the free ChatGPT or Gemini to do most of the activity using them without spending top dollars. All right, so let's get started. The first section obviously is online store, and that's where we have few use cases that we are going to discuss. So product content, product images, business logo, business content, and banners. So how are we going to use AI tools to for these use cases for online store? All right, so let's switch the tab. I have quite a few tabs here, so I may have to look through them. But I think here we have the online store tab. Perfect. So this is where the first thing let's take is product content creation. So for product content creation, the first tool which I would like to highlight is the embedded AI tool, which is available on your online store. So this is where I am on the product upload screen, and this is where you can see you have a get AI suggestions option. Let me quickly show you how you can use that. And just to highlight to you the capabilities of AI. So this is where I'm going to type in the name of a product. So let's right. I've just given few words for a product, and let's copy that. Although when you are doing it, add more details. And what is the target audience? So target audience is men between age of 18 to, let's say, 50. And let's click on generate. And this is where the entire content will be generated in one go. Now, why am I recommending this tool? You must be thinking like this is your own tool and that's why you're recommending it as the first tool. Uh, that can be a reason, but more importantly, from a presenter's perspective or a technology expert's perspective, there are few benefits which you get here. The first one is because the prompt is optimized to create the content as per the best practice, which you may or may not get with other tools or with ChatGPT. But here, everything that you will get is optimized as per the best practice. So that's one advantage. The second is you don't have to copy paste. It is all created here, and you have to just click on keep. And if you're not happy with what AI has created, you can just ask it to regenerate. So, for example, if I'm not happy with the product title it has created, so I can just simply ask it to regenerate, and you'll see it will create something else. And again, if I'm not happy, I can ask it to, and you can review it as well. So, what was the previous title? What is the new title that it has created? So, you can do that. Now, if I'm happy with the content which it has created, I can just click on keep, and you can see in one go all the pieces of content that you will need are all created. So you have product summary, you have product long description, you have the meta information, meta description, and keywords also. Everything is created. Now all you have to do is add further details like your product images, category, HS codes, etc. But you're 90% done. You don't have to do much, and you'll be able to upload the products very, very easily. So this is the first tool which I would want to highlight and share with you for the content creation for your online store. Now, having said that, a obvious cross question that will come to my side is what if we don't have the premium subscription? Then we'll not be able to use this. You can subscribe to it, but if you want to create it using ChatGPT, can you do that? Yes, certainly you can do that, and I'm going to show you that. But for that, you have to use a plugin with ChatGPT, and it is not a ChatGPT plugin. It is a blah. Sorry for the fumble. It is a browser plugin, and it is called Keywords Everywhere. I will show you that as well, and it can be used on Chrome and Firefox. I haven't tested it on Edge. It may be there, but this is the Keywords Everywhere plugin. I will share the link. Don't worry on that. So you have to basically install this plugin onto your browser. So if you're using Chrome browser, install the plugin. I'll provide the link. If you're using Firefox, install the plugin. If you're using Edge, I'm not sure whether Edge has that. Then download Chrome or Firefox. But this plugin works magic, and it helps you do a lot of things which otherwise are little difficult for a normal user. And one of the most important problem, or not important, biggest problem that anyone and everyone faces with using AI is that we are not experts in writing prompts, right? You should be agreeing, or you must be agreeing with me that unless you are from the technology background or you have done a certification, that's where you are fairly good with that. Otherwise, almost everyone, including myself, struggle with writing prompts. Now, that is where this plugin comes in handy, and it does a lot of things. Let's stay focused on the topic that we are discussing, and that was creating product content. Now, using ChatGPT, the free version, and this plugin, let me show you how you can easily and quickly create the product content. So for that, when you'll click on these templates, which you can see here, this is where I have clicked and this overlay has opened. So on the first category, you have to select SEO, and then you have to select e-commerce SEO. And here you have to click on this option, which says product description generator. You have clicked on it. What next? Language will be obviously English. Voice tone you can change as per your requirement. So if you have a lifestyle product and that's where you want a friendly tone, you can choose that. So there are a number of options available. I personally prefer friendly tone, and the writing style There are again number of options available. Personally, for professional communication, informative and persuasive. Those are the two ones which I personally liked. And it is your choice. You can experiment and decide which writing style and which voice tone you can select. And you can make a lot of difference here. This is where, again, you're not realizing how powerful this is. So if you're changing the voice tone, the entire content will change based on that, because how you are engaging or how you are communicating, it changes on the type of voice tone that you are selecting here, right? So it is very powerful. Again, you can experiment and decide on which type of voice tone and which type of writing style goes well with your brand identity. That is what you can select here. All right. So don't just go with my recommendation that Adnan has said that you should be selecting professional and informative. You can select whatever you want, but try out different things, and it should be going with your brand's identity, right? So if you deal in very industrial sort of products, so obviously a friendly or a slightly more candid writing style may not be very appropriate there, right? So you can choose a writing style, voice tone and writing style appropriately. All right. So that is fairly easy. We have to just do certain top-down selections. Now, what next? So this is where you have to add a brief description of the product. Now, what I am are you guys not able to see the screen? Because on my preview, I can see the screen is visible. Advanced agrovets, they have just chatted. Yeah. So advanced agrovets, it seems there is an issue with your Zoom application or your internet connection. That's why you're not able to see the screen. Because even I have a live stream preview open on my other monitor. I can see that it is working fine. So just look into your Zoom application or your internet connection, and that should fix the issue. Where do we have the questions? Let's not miss them. All right. So I am not sure why this questions keep disappearing. Yeah. So now here I'm going to again, let's use the same product, and very quickly I am going to write a brief description. Men casual. All right. So again, I'm not adding too much of a content here for the benefit of time. But when you are doing that, you should be adding a little more detail. The more information you will provide to AI, the better will be the output. So once you have done that, how many words should be there? 1,000 is okay. Headings 5, keywords 10. So those settings can be left to default. And now you can see it will create the product content for us. And again, it will create everything. So it will create a description, long description, and it will also create the meta information in one go. So down below this, where you can see it is creating it for us. But one difference which you will feel here as compared to what we had created here, this is as per the best practice. Now, what you'll have to do is you'll have to apply your judgment that how much should be in the summary description and how much should go to the long description. So that's where a little bit of work will be required. But again, it has done a lot of things. We have just given it 6, 7 words, and based on that, it has created the entire product content. And let me just walk you through what it has created. So this is where you can see this is where the description starts. There is a product title suggestion also it has given to us, and there are a few more suggestions which we will go through later. So this is where it has created 1 paragraph, 2 paragraphs, and 3 paragraphs worth of description. And then it has given us 5 recommendations for the product title. So these are the 5 recommendations, and we can select any one of them. as per our liking. And then it has also suggested what are the broader keywords it has used in the description. So these are the keywords which it has used. And down below, we have the meta title and meta description. So again, all the information that you need. So you, for a product content, what you need? You need product content, you need product title. Yes. You need summary, you need long description, you need meta title, meta description, and keywords. Keywords is optional because it does not hold much value. So all that information is also created at once. You don't have to create each piece of information separately. At once, you have everything. Now you have to just copy paste it. And if you have a Pro version, you can do that with a Excel file also. So you can upload the Excel file and run the prompt, and it can do that. Obviously, not with this one. You'll have to write the prompt yourself, but you'll be able to do that as well. So that is about the product content creation. Let's look at the other use case. So next is product image creation. For that, again, you can use ChatGPT as well. So I'm sure you must be familiar that you will be able to create images using ChatGPT. Now, another tool that you can consider using, and I think I have it here, that is Google AI Studio. Now, Google AI Studio by default, whenever you'll open it, it will open here in 2.5. So let me show you that because that is very important. Otherwise, you'll get confused. So here, whenever it will work open when, so for example, if you're opening it right now, it will open by default on 2.5, which is the latest version. But we have to go to 2.0 in this drop down. So on this side, you'll see this, there's a drop down. So you have to select 2.0 and flash preview image generation. You have to use that. Now, once you have selected that, it gives you the capability of generating images. So so I've given it a small command, and it has created. So I gave it a command to create an e-commerce product image for a short sleeve blue color shirt. Now, uh, I'm asking it to create two more images from different angles, and it will create that. Now, you can also use this for image editing, and this is where you can see it has created. Now, you can even a common problem that I personally understand a lot of sellers or business owners face, that you cannot always hire a professional photographer to take the photographs. So for that, you need a solution. So for that, what you can do is you can take the images with your phone and you can give it to uh, Google AI Studio, and it can edit it, it can change the background and whatnot. So a very powerful tool. Again, this is like you can use it for X number of times every day. So this is where you can see how many tokens I have left. So you can use that, but it refreshes daily. So that's where you'll be able to use it quite easily. So this is a tool. And then I think we have, these are for logo design. So this is something that you can use. And let me see, I may have placed that tool in another browser tab. Sorry, I have so many tabs open. So that's why, not social media. Yeah, I had accidentally placed it here because it is also part of image editing. I should have kept it there as well. So this is a Flare AI. So what you can do with Flare is, again, you can do the shoot with your mobile, and this is how it works. So on the website itself, they are demoing. So you can just upload the image, and then AI will do the rest of the things, and it will generate a professionally shot image for your products. So this is another tool that you can use. Let me just move it to that tab. Yeah. So let's open it here. So Google AI Studio or ChatGPT is also something that you can use, but Google AI Studio is the first recommendation because it also allows you to edit the images. So if you don't have a professional photo shoot, professionally shot images, so for example, if you have a model image, but it is only from front angle, you can want side angles, etc. It can easily create. Here you saw that it created the images and it did also created the different angles for us in matter of seconds. So a very powerful tool which you can, and you can even ask, I haven't asked it to create a model shoot, otherwise it could have done that as well. So very powerful tool that you can use for the image creation, product image creation and editing. Then we have business logo. This is a question which was asked in my previous webinar. So that's why I have included it. Now, when you have to create logo, this is a platform that we had been using for ages, which is Canva. Now, Canva, in addition to the templates which were available, now you also have Canva AI. So you can describe what you're looking at and you'll be able to create a logo using Canva. Another tool which you can consider using, and sorry, I think I came to the wrong tab. Yeah. I accidentally switched to the wrong tab. So one is Canva, where I already explained Canva AI. Then you have Loca, which is where you can generate a logo. Let's create a logo. So Shuko is a hypothetical business that I have created for demonstrating our capabilities, etc. So assume that we are trying to create a logo for it. So it is in which category? So this is the next question it is asking. So it is in footwear. It is a shoe manufacturing business. So footwear we have selected. Now it is going to ask different styles, etc., which one you are liking. So for example, I like this one better. Let's continue. What type of color you would want to use? So I am liking orange. Let's select that. If there's an additional slogan, etc., which you would want to add, you can do that. And then symbols which you would want to use. So I like to have the running symbol, and now it is going to create the logo for me. So it will take a few seconds and then it will provide the logo. So very simply, right? So you can see how beautiful these logos are. Again, it will create multiple options and you can customize them, change them as per your liking. So very easily you'll be able to create that. Another tool which is available where you can leverage AI is Logo Maker. So that is another tool that you can consider using if you want to generate logos. So you have Canva, you have, I forward the name, Luca, and then you have Logo Maker. All right. So then we have business content creator. So although there are specialized AI tools which are available, but you can do that if you want to create business content. You can simply do that, or if you want to expand and create good quality content, you can simply do that with ChatGPT. So using the same keywords everywhere plugin, you have to use the expand option, which you can see here. So I'm using the expand option, and I'm going to give a very small brief about a business, the same Shuko business I was telling, the hypothetical one. So let's do that, and you will see that it will expand and it will create a full-fledged content. And if you want it to expand it further, you can ask it to further expand it. So this is how easily you'll be able to create content. Now, once you have created this content, and this is where I'm like jumping the gun, but you can also get the relevant keywords inserted into it using the same plugin. So what you can do is you can just copy the content, and then you have in the SEO, you have on-page optimization, and this is where you have paste content. You can copy paste the content here. You can copy paste the keywords, and it will insert those keywords. Obviously, it will rewrite and insert those keywords. So that is another thing that you can do, because this is where you have created the content and it may not be SEO optimized, but you can insert the relevant keywords and make it SEO optimized. So this is how you'll be able to create the business content very, very easily just using ChatGPT. The next item is banners. This is where also a lot of business owners I personally interacted with, they struggled with banner creation. Now there are number of tools that you can use. So the first one is obviously Canva. Now Canva, you can use the templates. They're also very nice templates, and uh, almost everyone had been using them for ages. Now Canva also has AI, so you can describe what you're looking at and it will create that banner for you. So let me try to create a website banner showcasing a male model. Right, so I'm just giving it a brief, and you can execute it, and it will then start working on creating. Now, while it is creating, let's go to another tool, and that tool is designer.microsoft. And in fact, this capability is what it started with. Now you can see there are a lot of capabilities that it has. So it has image creation, icon creation, and it also has now a dedicated banner creation, because we had been using it for so much. Not just us, almost everyone on the internet had been using them for creating banners. So this is where you can describe what you're looking at in the banner, and then what type of banner you're looking at. It may not be of the appropriate design, but you'll be size, but you'll be able to edit that. Microsoft Designer gives you that flexibility that you can edit whatever it has created. You can also use it for social post creation, for uh, removing backgrounds, avatars, etc., whatnot. But for our use case, image creation is something which is very useful. So if you want to create an image for your banners, etc., for your products, you can do that very, very well. And the next is social post creation. So in social post, again, you can decide. So for example, if I want it to be a landscape, even if I'm choosing 1200 by 628, still I will be able to uh, resize it later, and then I can describe what I'm looking at. So create. All right, so let's execute the command, and let's go back to Canva and let's check what it has created. So this is where it has created something here. There's another thing. So this is something that I am liking, and I can now customize it. I can use the editor, and if I want it to make any changes to it, I can again ask it to create more designs, or want to make any changes to it. So it is fairly simple and self-explanatory. Any one of you will be able to use that very, very easily. So this is Canva. Let's see what had happened here. So this is where you can see designer.microsoft has also created. Now, if I'm liking this one or that one, I can choose that and I can make then further edits to it. So this is where you can see you have an edit option. Now, if you want to resize, if you want to change anything, another highlight for designer.microsoft is that you can use your own product image. So if you have your own image and you want it to be included in the banner, you can do that very, very easily. So that is how. Now, that question often gets asked. So let's use this one because curiously, someone had asked me that, okay, Badnan, you showed us that you'll be able to use designer.microsoft for creating the banner, but unfortunately, the banner which got created was of a very different size. So, one additional thing that you will have to do is when you're downloading it, that's where you can resize it, or you should have the, sorry, you have the resize option available here, right? So, for example, okay, sorry, I clicked on. You have the resize option now here, and you can resize it to a custom size also, right? So here you have the custom size and you can input like what is the width. So for example, I want it in 1920, sorry, 1920. And height is, let's say, 800. So resize original. So resize original means resize this one or create another one. So I'm clicking on resize and copy. So it is going to create another file and it will resize and create the new one. So this is the original one, this is the resized one. And again, I can edit it and make changes to it. So let's edit it. Here we have. Now I can change the text. I can even move the model up and down if I wanted. If I want to add my logo, etc., I can do that. And once I'm done, my designer at Microsoft allows only 15 credits. So these are credits. So you can see I'm on 14 because I've used one. So every day you'll get 15 credits and you can use that. It is a freemium model. If you're on the paid version, you will be able to create more. So this is related to the banners. There is one more tool which I think is here somewhere. Is something which we have seen. Yes. This is a tool which is a free AI banner generator. So this is also another tool which is available, which you can use for generating banners for your online store. All right, so far what we have discussed and understood how you'll be able to create the product content, how you will be able to create the logo, how you'll be able to create or edit the product images, and how you will be able to create the banners, etc. So all the use cases related, also business related content like about us, etc. How you'll be able to create that. So we have covered all that. And now let's quickly move on to the other use cases that we will have. So search engine optimization. I deliberately kept it as a separate topic because this is where I personally have seen that a lot of businesses overlook this, and this is where a lot of AI tools are available. So let's quickly go through them. And what are the use cases here? So this is where we have the most basic one, which is meta data creation, and then we have image alt text creation, backlink outreach, technical SEO, keyword research, or content optimization. So there are a number of use cases that we are going to discuss. And let's quickly go to the SEO tools tab. Sorry, I should have kept them on one tab, but this is for social media. Where do we have SEO? Where do we have SEO? I think it is here, search engine optimization. So the first thing that we are starting today, it is not an AI tool. Very soon, AI will be there. That is keyword research. And for that, one tool that I often recommend is the Google Keyword Planner. So this is a tool, despite the fact that there is no AI, but I am still recommending it because this is where you'll be able to do the keyword research, and the data that is yeah, the results that you're going to get, that is fairly accurate. So because of the the leadership in Google Ads and search. That's why this is a tool that you should use. Now, for example, we were wanting to understand uh, the relevant keywords for running shoes. All right. So I've typed running shoes, and by default, it will show it for my country, which is India, but I can change it to worldwide also. And we can click on save, get results, and now it will get me the results. So this where these are the different keywords, and we can sort them by monthly traffic. So running shoes happens to be getting around 1 million to 10 millions. Then on cold shoes is something which is also getting a lot of traffic. Hoka shoes is a popular running shoes brand. Then running shoes 100K to 1, and then broke shoes. So different keywords which are there, so you can understand what kind of search volumes are happening here. Now, this is a tool, not an AI tool, I understand, but a very useful one. So that's why I included it in my discussion. Now we are on Chat GPT, and let's refresh it. And there are number of uses that I'm going to explain to you here. So just bear with me for a few minutes. So again, we are going to use the plugin that we have here, which is the Keywords Everywhere plugin. And here we have a dedicated category called SEO. Now, the first use case that we are going to understand is keyword research. So for keyword research, if you select keyword research as subcategory, and then in the templates, you select keyword strategy. And again, we use the same use case, running shoes. And ask it to execute the template. Now, what it will do is it will create a keyword strategy for us, and it will provide what are the categories, what is the keyword that we have to use, and what is the intent of it, and then what is the title, what is the description. So all that it will create. Again, we can refine it, so we can go back to Keywords Everywhere or any other tool and see what kind of traffic is there, what is the relevance, because there may be a keyword which has a different intent. It may have an informational intent, not relevant to us. So that's where you have to use that. So this is where you can see it is now creating the basic plan. It will firstly create something, and then it will show us. So this is where you have the category, that is the first column. So this is where you have category, then you have the keywords, then you have the intent. Intent is important, but again, what type of content you would want to create based on that intent is important. Then you have the title, and you have the description also. All that is available. So it has only created it for few products, and once you confirm that you're happy with the content it is creating, it will create an Excel file. It will give you 500 such keywords with search engine, with title and description, that you can then refine, and then you can create or modify your existing content according to that. Right. So this is the keyword strategy. In case you're getting confused, like what is the use case here? How do we use this? So this helps you understand what are the relevant keywords which are there, and what is their intent, and what is the kind of title or description the page should be having. Now, after you have got this information, you can understand what is the kind of search volume which is there, and then you can filter these out. So it is going to give you 500, you can filter them out to 100 or probably 50 or 10, the most important ones, and then have those on your website, right? So you can change the product title, you can change the meta title, meta description, so that you will enhance the search, and you can also consider including them in the product content. So this is the first thing that you can do very, very easily with the Keywords Everywhere and ChatGPT. Now, once you have the keyword strategy, and let's close this one, and I will copy the right this one. Let's copy this one. It's more generic. And now I am going to use the second one. So search intent is already written here, but if you want to understand the search intent of certain keywords, you can do that. Related keyword is very useful. So if you want to uh, understand what are the related keywords, so that's where you can give the seed keywords. I've just copied it from the output it had provided, and now it is going to give us related keywords. So this is where you can see the different related keywords are there, and their search intent is. So this is where you want to expand it further. So you have a keyword which you believe should be relevant for you. So understand what kind of search volume, and you want to understand what are the relevant or related keywords which are there. So it will give you the entire list, and again you can compare it with the data from Google Keyword Planner. So this is related keywords. There is one more thing that you should be doing, and that is long tail keywords. So again, if we give the same seed keywords, it will now identify long tail keywords, and long tail keywords are relatively easier to rank as compared to short or specific keywords. So these are again, and the different keyword intent, and again you can evaluate what kind of search volume you can get with these. And so this is one use case with SEO, and this is not the end. There's a lot that you can do. So that is keyword research. E-commerce SEO is something that we have already seen. We have seen it for description generator. If you want to generate it for category, you can do that. Landing page is not so much relevant, but bulk title and description. So if you want to generate the meta title and description in bulk, so for example, I want to generate it for running shoes, and I want to generate it for uh, blue color t-shirt, just two product hypothetically. So it is now going to give me meta title and description for both the products. So here you can see. So you have to just copy paste the name of your product. So if you have 100 products, you can just copy paste them. In the input field, here you have to copy paste them one above other, and it will create the meta title and description for you. So this is another use case that you have here. Then we have on-page optimization. This is where it becomes very, very useful. So let's understand the use case meta title and description generator for a specific keyword. So for this one, you can generate that. I think we have already done that. So let's not spend our time here. Create a silo structure. This is a very useful thing. So for example, if I'm wanting to have a website for running shoes, ideally what should be the structure of my website, what all should be there, right? So let's review what it has created, although it is still creating. So running shoes homepage should be there. Then for running shoes, I should have a categorization by gender. I should have categorization by activity, by foot type, like flat foot, arched heel, etc. By brand. So if I'm dealing in branded items, I can do that. Other, if I'm single brand, I can ignore this categorization. By feature also, I should be categorization. By price, obviously it will be there. Comparison and reviews should be there on my website. And then buying guide, I should be created, right? So this is where, from a business perspective, I'm sure you are understanding how useful this is. So this is where, if you want to really get the customers and get the orders and get into the action, this is what is needed from your side. This is where you should be creating a buying guide. You should be having accessories and local online store running near me, or in case you have a physical stores, etc. And include that as well. So it will create a silo. Now this is a very broad example, or a very hypothetical sort of example I have given. But in your case, you can run it through, and it will create a very good structure and suggest what all should be there on your website, and then you can use it. So this is the create silo structure. And then you have insert keyword into the content. Now, imagine that you have created content. Let me see if I can copy some content. Let me copy it from here. I had created some content, so I'm just copying it. And again, giving the same example, and it will insert that keyword into, and you can give multiple keywords. I've just given it one, but it can create or it can include that keyword into the description, and it will give the output for you. So this is where you can see running shoes is, and it will also not add it too much. So it will not do keyword stuffing, which may get you penalized. You can also do it with URL. So you can input the URL of your page, and you can add the keywords, and it will give you the output. So that is also a very useful thing that you can do with the simple keywords everywhere plugin. And last is link building. So this is where you can paste the content and it can, but these are premium features. So even on keywords everywhere, there are free premium, few premium features which you may have to subscribe. So there's where a lot of things you'll be able to do related to your SEO, you'll be able to do with just ChatGPT and the Keywords Everywhere plugin. But there are other tools also, which I would certainly recommend. This is a tool which you can use for image alt text generation. This is another thing where a lot of businesses struggle. How do we write image alt text? So this is something that you can use. You have to just drop in your image and you'll be able to generate the mesh alt text. This is for keyword research. This is from SEO AI. This is a paid platform, but they have few free tools. So you can use this tool. And if you want to see other tools that they're offering for free, you can go to the bottom and that's where you have the free tools. So another very, very powerful AI platform for SEO. They have paid version and they're fairly expensive, but the free tools are also very useful. You can consider utilizing them. Now we have another platform which is called On Page AI. This is a platform which specializes in helping you in improving your on page so that you can get better ranking. And this is also a paid solution. If you want, you can consider using. Then you have Surfer SEO. This is another AI platform which is available, which you can use for enhancing the search, but a paid one. And then you have Quarter. This is also another platform that you can use for scaling up or improving your ranking. Then you have a link builder platform. This platform also does a lot of things, email campaigns, etc. But they have a link builder. So what it does is based on your industry, it can identify which are the relevant websites where links can be placed and it can automatically send out the invitations. And once they have accepted, your links can be placed there. So this is another platform which you can consider using. This is a very powerful on if you want to do a technical SEO for that, this is a very powerful tool, but a paid version. This is Google Page Speed, which helps you analyze. So this is for your technical SEO. So this is for analyzing how good is your website in terms of load speeds, etc. So you can review this, and then you have the most useful tool, that is Google Search Console. So that it helps you understand what are the various issues which are there with the pages that you have on the search, and you can work on fixing them. Although it is currently not AI powered, but very soon you'll find AI here as well. So these are the tools which I would want to recommend for SEO. Let's quickly move on and let's quickly go through the other use cases that we have. Lead generation and sales. So let's go to the this. I keep coming to social media. So this is where we have lead generation and sales. And in my previous webinar, also I have shared how you can use ChatGPT for generating leads. So let's go through that. I think it is my responsibility to show you that. So this is where there are a number of prompts that you have to run, and you'll be able to get the details. So this is where I'm going to copy the first prompt and paste it here. Now the target industry and attributes. So I want to target, let's be specific, US companies, USA companies, importing shoes from India. And that's all. That's the only piece of information that you have to add. You can obviously be more specific, and it is now going to do some research, and we'll have to wait for it to, yeah. So this is where you can see it has come up with. It has identified these are the companies which are importing shoes. Now, we are not going to stop there. We are now going to ask it to look for more. And for that, we are giving it another prompt, another. Now, after the first prompt, you don't have to input anything. The prompts you have to just copy paste. And this is where you can see it has expanded. It has identified more businesses in US that are importing shoes. And now we have to give the third prompt. And while it is doing that, let's copy the fourth one, right? So now what it has done is it has identified the company and what is the value proposition, what is the industry, what is the market, and what is the target audience. All that information it has collated. Now we can give it the next prompt. Now while it is working on it, let's go and let's copy the fifth one. The sixth one is more of optional. So this is where what it has done is what we needed. So this is where it has identified that designer brought brands incorporated as this person and Duran, and he's director of sourcing. So this is a right person we should be connecting. And it has given us the LinkedIn profile as well. So we can click on it and we can review the profile and we can connect with this person. Let the profile open up. Yeah, so this is where you can see it has done all the work, and in matter of seconds, it has done all that. Now, lastly, we can run the fifth prompt and it can further expand it. Okay, I think it is little confused. I think we broke the chain and that's where it is confused. Let's try it once more. But I think even, yeah, no, it is confused now. So this is till this stage we were able to, then I think we spent more time in it. The chain is broken, but we can edit it and let's try to do it once again here. Okay, so that is what I am doing wrong. Apologies, even I had forgotten what I have to do. And yeah, and now let's see. Now it is going to do further analysis and it will try to identify the contact details, etc. Right? So if they are available, so this is where you can see it was able to find the contact details of I think one person only. But even this one is suffice. You can copy it in an Excel file and give it to it, and then the output will be more precise as compared to what we have gotten. But I hope you have gotten a sense that how powerful the AI is. And with a simple free plan and free few prompts, we were able to do a good amount of research and we were able to even identify which are the prospects, their designations, etc. And we can reach out to them on LinkedIn directly, or if we want to extract their contact details, if they are available on the internet, that can also be done very easily using. I am going to give you these prompts in case you are worried. Now, uh, related to sales, often we have to create presentations. And for that, this is a platform that you can consider using. This is called Gamma. And I'll quickly show you a presentation which I had created, I think, few days ago uh, for similar demonstration. So let it open up. And here you can see, let me present it. And it is entirely created. I obviously gave it some content, but it is entirely every visual, everything it is created. So I just gave it a little brief, and then based on that, it was able to create the presentation. So let's create something. So you also have an import. So if you have an existing presentation, you can give it to it and then it will enhance it. Now, paste text, generate or import from URL. So if you have a Google slide, etc., you can import it. You can ask it to generate it, or if you have a plain text, you can input it and then it will generate it. So let's use the generate option. I think my browser is acting up. Let's reload it and let's see if it works. No, it is not responding for some reason. So let's give it some time. Let's go to another tool which I am suggesting to you, and that is Napkin. So when we are creating presentations, we have to use a lot of uh, diagrams to illustrate. In fact, the creatives or the diagrams which are there in my presentation, they are also created by using Napkin. So let's quickly see. So I'm going to create something. So product. All right, so I've added few lines here or few words here, and then I can ask it to create a creative. Again, I'm giving you a example, hypothetical example, but in your case, you can give it content. In fact, it can also create the content. So you can give it a topic, and based on the topic that you have given, it can create the content for you. So that is also very useful. Yeah. So here you have the information, the creative which it has created. There are different styles that you can consider using. As I said, my laptop is acting up, so we can go back and look at different styles. So this is one style, this is another style, right? So there are different styles, and even if you have chosen a style, you can even customize it further. And for example, I like this one. I can even change it. So I can change the text, I can change the visuals, I can change the colors, etc. And then I can simply download it or copy it and copy paste it onto my presentations. I can do anything, all of that very, very easily. So very useful tool and free tool which you can consider using. Gamma has certain credits and their website is acting up for unknown reasons. So let's move ahead. Now you have Apollo here. So Apollo, obviously it is a paid platform, but it is a platform for lead generation. So here what you have to do is you have to specify who is your customer. You have to create a customer profile, a customer persona, and based on that, it can research. It has a huge database of profiles, and based on that, it can do the research and it can identify which are the potential customers and it can help you connect with them. So this is one platform which you can consider using. You have Instantly as another platform which you can consider using. This where you can go to their products. You have Outreach Lead Database which you can consider using. So Outreach plus Lead Database. So you can identify a potential lead and then you can use the outreach solution. So the entire prospecting, which we used to call in sales, the entire prospecting activity can be automated using that. So it can automatically send out the communication to the prospects, and then based on the prospect's response, etc., it can even fix up the meetings for you, right? So no human intervention required. So totally automated. It is even fixing up the meetings, and then you can connect with the client, explain about your propositions, etc., and take the discussion forward, right? So it can help you increase the conversions exponentially. These two tools, Apollo and Instantly. Now you have a plugin which is Hunter. This is also a question which was asked in my previous webinar, that if we want to extract the emails, etc. So this is a browser plugin that you can install, and if you're going to a particular website, it will help you extract the email IDs. This is another platform which is Lucia.com. So this is where you can get the contact details of your prospects using their platform. Then you have MailChimp, which is a fairly old emailing solution, but now they have also incorporated AI. So when you are doing your emailing, your mass emailing, you can use the AI which is embedded in MailChimp to optimize that email. So you can get better conversion. You can have better emails sent using MailChimp's embed AI. And then you have Zypher, which is a fairly popular tool And this is used for creating AI workflows, AI agents, chatbots, etc. So it can literally automate. So, for example, you receive a message on Facebook, and based on the message that you have received, a workflow can be created and a response can be sent. So a lot of things can be. So, for example, on your website, a customer has added products to the cart, and they haven't checked out. So you can feed in that information here, and a workflow can get triggered, and the customer can be sent promotional codes, etc. So all that can be managed very, very easily using Zyper. So these are the tools that you can consider for leads and sales. Let's quickly move on to the next use case, which is social media planning and content creation. And here we have social media planning, content creation, scheduling, virtual visual creation, and social ads optimization. So I had been going to this tab, right? So for social media, also you can use Chat GPT, and again with the Keywords Everywhere plugin. If you're going to social media, firstly, let's start with Facebook. The most important activity, and where a lot of businesses I've seen struggle, is related to the post calendar. So when you create a post calendar, you are clear on which day I have to post what, and what content is required, what visuals is required. Then you can work in a very structured manner. But if you don't have a calendar, because calendar is the starting point, so if you want to do anything with social media, firstly create the calendar. So you can come here and you can give a topic. Let's give the same topic, running shoes. And what is the audience? So let's say men and women. And we'll click on execute template. And that's where it is now going to create the entire social media calendar for it. So on which day, what idea is there, and it has even give us a description, so we can easily copy it in a Excel file or a Google Doc and then work on it further. So on which day, what is the post that we have to do, that we can do. And again, it is not necessary that you have to accept everything that it is saying. You can modify it or enhance it further. So that is one use case that we have. It is still creating. Then you have social Facebook post ideas, which you can use. It has given you post ideas, but you can further refine them. Then you have Facebook ads creator. So that's where it can create the ads for you. And you also have group posts, but that is something which is not very significant around a topic. You can create group posts. So that is for Facebook. Similarly, for Instagram, you can create a post calendar, which is here. So this is again similarly, you can create a post calendar, you can generate carousel captions, hashtag generator, response to Instagram comments. So you can copy paste the comment, and Instagram reel script if you want to create a reel again. So for example, it will now create the script for the reel for us. Here's the script. It has even explained what we have to show in the script. So the entire detailed script is created for us. Right. So that is for Instagram. Now you can do the similar thing for LinkedIn. This is where you can create the post, you can create the comment, bio generator, connection message, and you can also create a post calendar. And you also have it for YouTube. With YouTube, you can create your YouTube video scripts. You can create title and descriptions. You can transcribe so you have created a video. Now you can use the content of that video and create an article. So reverse can also be done, and you can generate the YouTube ads based on description or based on video. You can use tag generator. This is also very useful. A lot of time when you're creating YouTube videos, you don't know what tags to add. It can help you do that. And it can also help you create the YouTube video calendar. Then create a video and calendar, and based on that, you can keep creating the videos. So a lot of stuff that you'll be able to do absolutely free using the ChatGPT and Keywords Everywhere plugin. The next tool which you can consider using is designer.microsoft. That's where you have a dedicated social media post capability, where you can use that. I have already shown you how you can use this capability. That was for the banner, but you can use it for social media posts. You have to just select what size it should be. So if it is for a square for Instagram, or for Instagram story, you want to create a landscape or portrait one, you can do that. Then we have Canva, which I don't think needs elaboration. So you have different designs, or you can use Canva AI. Then you have Social Bee, which is again a tool, a paid one, which you can consider using for creating social media posts. Often I had been asked that is there a tool which you can consider for scheduling our social media posts, so you don't have to work on that. So this is where you have Buffer, which you can consider using. And then you have add creative.ai. This is also a paid tool which you can use for creating social media ads and optimizing them with AI. And then lastly, we have this is a toolbox which you can use for your social media post engagement and enhancement. So it's a paid tool, but if you have a requirement, you can consider using. So this was related to social media. Let's quickly check if there is any other use case, which is, yes, the last one, photo and video. So let's quickly go to the tab. Yeah. So here we have photo and video. We have already seen the Google AI Studio's capability with respect to image generation. You can also use it to generate video. So you can have I changed the, yeah. So you can create videos, etc., very, very easily using this. Right. So uh, let me show you. So let me try to show you how we can do this. So that is animating an image. And I know we have overshot our time, but I think you'll find it interesting. So let's quickly do that. I'm going to upload an image from my device, and my laptop for some reason is acting up. So let's see. I think I should have a image here. No, this is not what I was looking for. Not even this one. Yeah, let's animate this image. Yeah. Animate the image, and now it is going to create a animated video of the image that we have given to it. So not just with image editing, Google AI Studio is very, very powerful with video. Again, the limit is 8 seconds. You'll not be able to create a longer one. I think on a paid plan you may be able to do that, but on the free version that we are using, that's where you'll be able to create a 8 second video, 720p and 24 frame per second. I heard somewhere that they are going to enhance or increase that, but it hasn't happened. Let's ChatGPT, using ChatGPT also you can generate the images, and with Google AI Studio you can generate and edit the images. Canva is a platform that does not require elaboration. You can edit the images And in fact, you'll be able to create videos as well. Very, very useful platform for creating videos. In fact, a lot of reels that you see, they are created using Canva on Instagram, etc. Uh, Designer.microsoft for creating social media posts, very useful. You can also generate images. It has a very powerful image generation feature which allows you to generate images. And then it also has an editor which you can use for editing the images. This is a platform which allows you to create videos. So you can upload a blog article. So for example, you have a blog article or you have written something about your business and you want to create a video around that. So you have to just upload that document and based on that, it will create the entire video. There's another very useful tool for removing backgrounds, remove BG. You can consider it using Flare.ai we have already used. So this is wherein you have to just simply upload a product image. You can shoot it with your mobile and you'll be able to edit it using Flare.ai and you'll be able to create a fairly impressive product visual. And let's see what it has created. Let's play that. Now you can see it has animated the image that we have given to it. Right? So this is also a very useful tool. Now we have Synthesia, Synthesia, Synthesia. Sorry for the fumble. And you also have Hagen. So Hagen is something which can be used to create your AI avatars. And you also have 11 labs. So these two, 11 labs or Synthesia. You can use any of them. So it basically helps you create video Synthesia or Hagen. With Hagen, you can even create your own AI avatar. So you have to upload a few video of yours and it will create an AI avatar and that can easily be used for creating videos. You don't have to worry about getting into the video shoots, etc. You don't have to get into a studio, etc. It will do everything. You have to just upload the script, but the challenge comes with the audio because the audio will be very mechanical. So that's where you can use 11 labs and you can use the voice cloning feature, which is available here, and it will create a clone. So you can write your script, it will create a voiceover in your voice, and then you can use 11 labs to create a video. So entirely AI created video can be created. And then you can also use Synthesia for creating text to video. So that's where if you don't want it to be in your avatar's face or the video should not have your face, it should be a explainer video, etc. So for that, you can even use text to video option of Synthesia. All right. So these were a few tools where I thought of recommending for AI, photo editing and video creation. And with regards to the script writing or with regards to the calendar creation, etc. So you already have ChatGPT, and that's where you can use the Keywords Everywhere plugin. And for example, you want to write scripts for your video. So that's where you have the script creator. You have to just add a brief description and it will create the entire script for you. And you have the short script and long script. Both of them are there. Title and you have tags also, and you have a video calendar also available here. You can do the similar thing for Instagram and Facebook as well. So this will be all from my side. This is where I'm going to turn off the screen share and we'll break into the question answer round. And I did mention that I'm going to share my contact details. So let me quickly do that. And with regards to all these tools, so you will get the recording. And in the description of the recording, I will embed the presentation and you'll get the links. And I will also try to share this presentation along with the recording that you're going to get. All right. And I think you may be interested in having the link of the webinar recording. So let me share that as well. So here We have the webinar recording link. In case you would want to use that, you can access it right away. You can do that. All right, so let's quickly go through the questions. The first question is from Mr. Hari Krishnan. So he's looking for a platform. So, Mr. Hari, I've shared my email ID in the chat. Please do reach out to me on my email, and I would like to understand your requirement further, and then I'll connect with you with the correct person. My email ID is there in the chat. I am also going to share it with you or through a private message. Just allow me a few seconds to do that. Not sure what is happening with my PC. Next question, anonymous attendee, and this is not related to today's discussion, and that is uh, link of the site where you can see sellers requirement. So there are two platforms that you can consider using. One is Indian Business Portal, where you can go and you can see the RFQs which are there, the live RFQs which are there. And second is India Trade Portal. So India Trade Portal is more for research. That's where you can see and go and understand which are the countries which are importing which product. And so if you want to do a research and try to understand which country is importing which products, that's where you can consider in using Indian Trade Portal. And for uh, reviewing the live RFQs from international buyers, Indian Business Portal. Next question from Ms. Amit. Can we get the recording of today's session? Yes, certainly. All of you will get the recording. In fact, I've just shared the link in the chat. Next question is from Mihir. And the question is how to update AI inputs into the products which are already listed. So you can edit the products and you can update the content. One very quick way to do that is you have a update products option on the seller panel, right? So when you'll open the interface, you'll see the number of buttons on the top. You have download products and update products. If you click on download products, an Excel file will get downloaded. Now on that Excel file, you'll have the entire product content. You have to just update that product content, upload it. So you can, in fact, even give that file to ChatGPT or Gemini and ask it to enhance the content. And then once it has enhanced the content, you can upload it back. So it can be done very, very easily. Or if you want to use the embedded AI, you can use it very easily. I've already demonstrated that in the webinar. Can I share the list of tools I've shown in the webinar? Yes, I will do that. I will add that to the presentation and share it with all of you. Next question from Neha, how to add the plugin. So the plugin is for the browser. So you have to just go to the Chrome extensions web store, and there you can get this plugin. It is called Keywords Everywhere. I will also share the link and you can use the link to get the plugin. I can see in the chat what no link received. Okay, my bad. I have chatted it to the panelist only. My bad. I All right. So I also have to share the webinar recording link. Yeah, now you have the link. I've added that. Uh, the next few questions are around all that. Can we get the Google Doc prompt guide for lead generation? Yes, certainly you will get that. You'll get all the links. Don't worry on that. I am not sure which WhatsApp link to join the group. Which group are you referring to? This is Mr. Rajesh. You have requested. Can you clarify which WhatsApp group you're referring to? Next question is from Nishant. Which tool did you mention for presentation? It is called Gamma, Gamma, Gamma AI. Next question is from Ghazal, and she wants the recording. So share that. Okay, so next question is a risk of lot of logins I have to give for these tools. You can use your Gmail. So a lot of tools support logging using Gmail. So just use your Gmail account and you can log into use tool. This is from Mr. Bopanna's question. Next question is from Neha. This is the best tool for lead generation. Free one with using the prompts with ChatGPT, the paid one, Apollo, by far, I haven't personally used Apollo, but by far, what I've heard, it is the leader and the best. Next question is from Payal. SUAI, is it a free tool? No, it is a paid platform, but they have a number of free tools. So if you go to their footer, that's where you will see they have a number of free tools. So you can consider using any one of them. Okay, so there is a suggestion or a request for finding a AI solution for data verification for WhatsApp. I think WhatsApp must have created something for it, probably not available publicly, but it should be there with their providers, etc. All right, so that was the last question I can see. Uh, Now let's quickly go through the charts as well. Okay, so Mr. Rajesh has clarified the that WhatsApp group. So this and this is for everyone. This is a WhatsApp group link which is for exporters who are wanting to list their products on Indian business portal. So if they need any help or support, they can join this WhatsApp group. So I'm sharing that link in the chat. This is requested by Mr. Rajesh. I can see there are a lot of chats around the tools. So we will be providing these tools. So I will be sharing with you the presentation, and I am also uh, going to add all the tools link in the description as a pinned comment in the recording of the video, right? So you will get the links. I've already shared the uh, webinar link in the chat. And if any one of you is facing difficulty in getting the link or getting the information, you have my email ID. Please do drop an email and I will share it with you personally. I am going to share my email ID once again. It is mohammed.adnan@digivationworld.com. All right. Perfect. So this is where I think we should conclude the session for today. We have overshot our time by 30 minutes, but I hope you found the session informative and useful, and you are going to use these tools to save little time and save some cost and grow your business. All right. Perfect. So this is where we'll conclude the session for today. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for your time. Have a wonderful evening ahead. Bye bye.